so we're going to go ahead and begin. Your first question is, as a member of RHA, you will represent the voice of the residents to administration. As such, councils rely heavily on feedback from the residents they serve. What are some methods of feedback you think will best suit your community, and how will you implement those methods?
Okay, well, currently the most popular feedback method that we use and that other councils use is to give out slips of paper that have questions. It's kind of like a little survey for the residents to fill out, and the questions would pertain to whatever feedback we're looking for. So, for example, we just had an advocacy event where we asked people to write down problems they see in the residence halls. And the next day we asked them to write down what would they do about it. So I think a really useful method of feedback we would do to collect from residents would be physical slips of paper that we would give out during events. That seems to be the most effective way to get feedback from residents. Additionally, we're testing out, and I would try to implement more the use of OrgSync and polls or Google Forms for those people who are more tech savvy or just clicking buttons instead of actually going out to events. But those would be the feedback forms that we could use in order to give back to administration and upper level people to make things change.
Thank you. Your next question is, as an uncontested candidate, how do you plan to continue to push your goals and make a difference where you live?
Okay, so as an uncontested candidate, having served the position this past year, I definitely see a lot of areas of improvement that we could work on for the years to come. There are definitely things such as big programming events where we take down pro-con suggestion at the end of each event. I would love to use the suggestion part of that to improve the events for next year. Additionally, seeing the future of where RHA is going and what the wonderful exec board has been doing to make ourselves more inclusive and more diverse. I'd like to incorporate more of those kind of aspects and bring awareness to the community, probably in more passive ways at first, using bulletin boards or whatnot, but definitely I want to give back to residents as much as possible in the ways that they want rather than ways that we think they want. So really utilizing the feedback that we get and finding creative ways to give them what they want, because of course we're all about giving back to residents.
So Shannon, your first question is, a resident comes to you with a concern or complaint that you don't know how to respond to with 100% accuracy. What do you do?
I guess my response would be first answer the question as best as I can with as much information I have. If it's something that I can look up, I would do that and then go to another point of information for clarification, whether that be RHA exec or the future president of UC.
Thank you. Your next question is, as a spring elected member, you have the unique advantage of knowing your community and position far before other members. How do you plan to use your summer to enhance the residential community next year?
I would say I would start off my summer by trying to see which events and new events that we can bring into UC, because right now traditionally we have Suits on Sundays, Poker Night, Oktoberfest, which are all amazing and well-attended events. But what I want to push for is more maybe more academic events, whether that be more resume building, making sure people know about Strengths Quest, because RHA really promotes that. So making sure that we can hit off the ground running with some events already in mind beforehand.
Great. Well, thank you, Shannon.